Yo. Alright, let's lock in. So this is the situation right here. Oh shit. There we go. Okay, this is the situation right here. There's someone leaving or throwing. Okay, so yeah. So this looks really good. Basically, this means we're primed and ready to rank up. We got most of the skills that we need, but potentially there's some crucial factors happening in game because the game is all about macro, right? And you can't control wins or losses, but you can do a bunch of small things to have an impact, or potentially big things to have an impact on winning the game. This might be prime time to talk about some of the things like that. That should be interesting. We'll check out the rank. It doesn't say the rank here, but anyway, just scrolling through here, not going over it too much. But a lot of people are mentioning like, the time of day, weekend, all this kind of stuff. I would say, who cares? There's gonna be variation in matchmaking stuff. A lot of people are just doing this anecdotally. They just felt like things went better when they played at night or during the day or whatever. But I mean, the reality is the game happens. The rank is fairly consistent, and the game happens. People play the game around the rank, and so we're trying to master the game and get beyond this rank to the next rank. So I think it really just doesn't matter. But potentially people can rig the system and matchmake or whatever. But I don't know. I mean, or try to improve their matchmaking. But basically, a better player is a better player, and that's how it's going to go down. So that's kind of what I would focus on. Let's get it. Okay, so here we are. I don't need this. Okay, well, who are we? Heal me, please. Okay, great. I'm gonna check out what rank this is. All right, Diamond 3. Diamond 3. So we just got out of Plat. Now we gotta go up to Diamond. We gotta get to GM. Okay. Great. Playing the new hero, Cyclops. Got a bunch of kills. Yeah. Let's see what happens. Should be fun, man. This is like one of the more fun things to do, I think, because we know we're not doing badly. And we just gotta figure out how to rank up. Solid, of course. And the team's all over it too, which is kind of a good sign that we got divers and they're just going ham on them. So we directed our focus towards these guys. They're all busy right here, so if we can mess these guys up, it's a pretty good starting plan real quick here. Going after him. Boom. Kill right off the bat. Excellent job. I mean, good target priority. This guy. And then we went back over here and we found that guy. Killed him right away. That's ideal. Excellent target priority. Of course, Jeff is a great one to kill. And you got it done super fast as well. So now we have to seize the moment. We have to take advantage of this moment here. So I noticed we're already backing up a lot, but we have a 2-person advantage and we have a limited time to take advantage of it. So realistically, we don't need to back up. You literally are totally supported. You got 2 healers with you right now. So if something happens in a minute, we might need to back up or find cover or something. But in general, we're pushing this. But I mean, you can say, okay, we're letting the other guys come forward. But since we have a 2-person advantage, I think we might as well go forward there. Really nice. Again, we baited the cooldown. Nice recovery. I mean, it was slightly late if we want to be picky just to improve. But yeah, the mechanics look good and stuff like that. So the beam, it was like, it was almost a good time to use the beam. Just my opinion, But realistically, I guess it wasn't because we wanted to pump out damage as much as possible, and the beam just didn't really do anything for us. Nice focus. And then it seems like you want to move over here and do this, so that's fine. It looks like those are hitting to me too. I'm not sure why those are missing. Alright, he's totally distracted. He's a good target. We could probably go for headshots there. I don't know. Actually, I assume this hero does headshots. Yeah, I haven't used him that much. So yeah, I mean, there's no reason not to go for headshots there. Obviously, we don't want to miss him, but the headshots will kill so much faster. So that's one of the clearest ways to improve when we're being this type of character. He had our back turned towards us. He's obviously not moving that well. It's an excellent opportunity. If we want to get this kill, pretty much have to get headshots. Alright, not the best movement there, right? It seemed like we got a little confused. We didn't really know what to do. Could have been quicker on the sticks. Got through here and hit the people. But yeah, I mean, like, diamond, what are we at? Diamond 3? So it's like good for diamond 3 for sure. Alright, so that's like a big, definitely a movement mistake. Just kind of went up in the air, and it wasn't really enough. But it seemed like this guy died. We can go back and review and kind of see what happened here. Alright, but the whole team is right here. For some reason, our team is not there at all. I don't know, I forget. I guess this guy died earlier, so it's kind of a liability. But if we would have had the original movement of getting back here, then we would have been way more of a threat. We wouldn't have been at risk of dying. And potentially could have helped out with the damage enough to potentially save him, but probably this would happen anyway, so it's kind of whatever. As far as that we have to restart from this position. Okay. He just killed himself, so that's fantastic. No, I mean, like, that's a sign that of like a team diff, right? We wouldn't, you know, we just have to note that stuff. Diamond 3 is definitely a time where we're going to be getting some stuff going on like that. Like, he just sacrificed himself as well. You know what I mean? So that's a good example, actually. If you didn't die here, and you went back with the team, and you were back here as well, him doing that with you there, you would have killed him right off the bat. So there is an advantage to staying alive there. Not bad. Focus those down. Looks good. Almost killed either of them there. She's vulnerable. Nice. You know, realistically, like, when I play, I mean, it's not like I hit all those shots or whatever, but like I would be wanting to. So that, like, learning the arcing character, just trying our damnedest to get this stable tracking and hit him during that arc, because the arc is a predictable, consistent movement. So it's an opportunity to get shots on him. So we kind of had, like, I mean, this is, again, like, just small things, right? We kind of had, like, a delayed reaction here, where we shot these down, and it's kind of like we're doing nothing for a second. But we can just, I mean, the second we're done with this, we're immediately trying to hit the massive enemies and do something, you know what I mean? So small moment there, but definitely the right, a better habit to build. Almost a good beam use, but now we're, like, holding the beam, nothing's really happening. I mean, I don't know, I mean. And then also, we just used the healing ultimate. So I'm not sure if you realize that the healing ultimate went off here. Basically, I don't know. I mean, it's not like you have to get all up in there, but I mean, yeah, you could have been a lot closer to them and then, like, hit every shot on one of these guys from a close distance, and that would have been a good use for our time there, as well as be able to use the beam. Okay, so we kind of paused there, it looked like. So we kind of paused. So I mean, we have our cooldowns, right? So I suppose this is just kind of a delayed reaction, which of course is really, really important in this game. So nobody got out of it. This person should have used their ability to, you know, get everybody out of this. But you also can do something. If you would have kept with your primary, you might have killed him. But a more reliable strat is to immediately use your getaway move and aim it at him, which does some damage and slows him or whatever. And then as soon as you're done with that, you smack him for the kill. That would have been like, you saved the day right here, which is exactly the type of stuff we need to do to rank up, right? It's like, yeah, she could have done something. Potentially he could have used his shift. You know, he has his cooldowns as well, it looks like. So everybody kind of could have done something. So, but you're the one that wants to rank up, so you have to do something. And you could have, by the immediate reaction, to use your getaway, and then you could have killed him immediately afterwards. There we go. Yep. So now we're in this position where we lost both of our healers. So we're basically, I mean, sometimes the game surprises me and people actually make something happen right here. But the reality is they have cover, they have their entire team besides their Doctor Strange. There's just no winning this. So it's good to run forward. Excellent decision making, because you want to just die. You know what I mean? Because if you try to get away, maybe you die from something stupid and you waste time. So excellent decision to just run to him and die as soon as possible. Yeah, and here we have another giant liability. I mean, it's difficult to get away as Hawkeye, but yeah, he should have immediately focused on getting away some way, somehow. Or maybe just die early, I'm not sure. Okay, we have the portal. It's also kind of funny how people run portals. I see like tons of portal mistakes and tons of ranks, but like, you know, you can do them right outside the doorway, giving you the advantage of being able to like go from the spawn. So it's just kind of funny how often you see people like do them from out here or something. It's like you don't get the benefit of the spawn door. Like, it's actually a big deal. Okay. Oh wow, he's gonna die. Yep. Yeah, it's tough. So this, like, we're trying to rank up. We're on this team, so this is actually partly our responsibility as well. So we heard the portal. Huge mistake, actually, right here. This is actually a big deal. We 100% heard the portal, and we're right beside it. There's no reason for us to push forward, because the portal is going to be more valuable. And we're running through here like this. You know what I mean? It's too bad because the rest of your team also ignored the portal. But yeah, I mean, basically you want to use the portal, and then if you see your team is ignoring the portal as well, you can like spam ping right here to make at least some of them look backwards or whatever, and then the rest will figure it out. You know, that's like one way to approach it. But then you also would have been here, you would have saved his life and probably killed him, because you're probably the better player between this guy and this guy. Plus you got like cover and stuff, plus you can even use your getaway move and go back to spawn if you need healing. So yeah, a huge thing of improvement there. It's a little tricky because, like I said, the rest of the team is also ignoring the portal. But yeah, that's like something a lot of lower ranks do, is they just ignore the portal. They don't even know the portal exists and stuff like that. Yeah, nice. Very nice. Yeah. You might be like new to the character or something. So first of all, we ignored this guy. I assume you're thinking of like using your ultimate, but potentially we stop right here. We help this guy out. Boom, smack him in the head a few times, and he's done. Right. So that's a good use of our time as well. Even though we also have the option to just ignore him, right? But then the big issue here is if we want to use the ultimate, you know, first of all, we didn't need to go here. We could already see they were lined up right here, so we have a chance to use it. Yeah, it's also true that we don't want to... Oh, it looks cool. It's also true that we don't want to waste it and stuff like that, so be careful. We need to be careful with it. And then we need to launch it immediately. You know, it's the ultimate button, and then you also have to select that you want to use it. So you can do that really fast. So this was like a very lower level way to use the ultimate, because we made ourselves super vulnerable and we're just like in front of all the people, and it's very easy to die like that. You know, it's like, you know, using the ultimate is all about the element of surprise, basically, right? It's like one example is, you know, we have our cooldowns, we don't really want to waste them, but like one example is we use the pop-up. We pop up right here, and then we prime the ultimate as we're coming down, and we smack the ultimate just the best we can, assuming that these people are here, or maybe we wait just to confirm it. You know what I mean? So that's one example of how we can use the element of surprise, because it is a very quick ultimate. It's very, you know, it kills. So that's one example of what we could have done there. It's also very long range, and all we have to do is aim it forward. So like we can just use it from right here, because we saw that 3 were right here. So I don't know. I haven't used it like enough in match, so I don't know if that's like good enough to use, or if we want to get closer, then like I said, we can use something like this to get in there, or even just play with the team longer and kind of like schmoozy our way in there, and then use a good time to use the ultimate, and not just like make ourselves vulnerable and not be slow on using the ultimate. So that clear opportunities to be more effective here. Yeah, sounds good.